Alright, we're gonna get started in just a couple minutes. Just want to wait to see if anybody shows up. This is a little bit of an impromptu late night stream. I don't know if many people are up right now, but hello everybody! How's it going? I am Zenith Rule, and welcome to another Kingdom Hearts stream. We're going to be touching upon a couple of different worlds today. I haven't been able to stream for a little bit, so I'm itching to go. I'm ready to get some things done. So, without further ado, let's get started. Hey Twilight, how's it going? Yeah, this is kind of a first late night stream of this because normally I'm not up this late, but I'm gonna have to start working pretty late again. So, hello, welcome to the stream. Last time we left off, we were over in Olympus Coliseum. I was doing some of the time trials. Actually, no, I was working on, let's see, which cup was it? The Pegasus Cup. Now, I hadn't finished it together, but that's just because we're pretty low level right now. I'm going to move on to the next world. We're going to be doing The Little Mermaid Atlantica today because this is both... I think it's unfairly maligned. I think it's actually a really good world. It's just some of the major problem lies with the fact that you lose a lot of your combos and stuff when you're underwater. So anyway, let us continue on. Alright, so we completed Monstro, so we're gonna warp over to Agrabah and then head towards Atlantica. Alright, and we're just gonna have to avoid Monstro. This is the first game, yeah, so we don't have to worry about, you know, the singing. We don't have to get that yet. Of course, I managed to die in the first few seconds of the trip. Okay. Let's actually pay attention this time. Alright, so we don't want to go in the wormhole. Instead, we want to keep on going this area. And we want to avoid the gigantic whale because I don't want to go back to Monstro. At the very least, we're not going to be doing any of the horrible Atlantica stuff in the second game for a little while. Thankfully, that's very, very later on in the series because technically Kingdom Hearts 2 is the fourth game in the franchise. Yeah, I haven't spent much time in the Gummy Garage. I'm gonna be working on the actual, like, Gummy missions later. I pretty much just whip together the basic ship. I love how I can just avoid the rings just by doing nothing. Alright, yeah, Monstro's not coming, so we can continue on forward. So, last time we were here... see, in the original game, yeah, I did a whole bunch of the super bosses. I pretty much did them all in the PS3 version. It's been a while since I've done them, so I'll have to refresh my memory when we get to that point, but I have done them. Anyway, we are here at Atlantica. Last time we faced off against Jafar, we beat him, so now it's time for Ursula the Sea Witch. And we're going to turn into fish, because why not? So, this is the first world where you actually transform into different creatures to fit in. I'm not sure why we don't do it any time beforehand, but this is the first world where we have to blend in, and so now we're fish. We are legitimately fish.
Come on, Sebastian.
Ariel, wait! Slow down! Don't leave me behind!
They actually got a pretty good actor to replace Sebastian. Not perfect, but not bad. Not bad. Oh my god, Sora has nipples. Oh god. The implications of this one scene. Sora has nipples. It's like when Mario got nipples, like, you didn't expect it. You never saw it coming.
What do you mean? They do seem a little different. Where are you from? We're from kind of...
We're from really far away, in outer space.
No, I see. In that case, Sebastian can show you how we swim around here.
Ariel! King Triton will not...
Train doesn't like anything.
Oh, don't worry.
Alright, so now we have the swimming tutorials, and I know a lot of people say that it's clunky, but actually I was playing on the PS3 version earlier last week, and I think it's not that bad. I mean, there's certainly some small problems here and there, but I don't think it's anything that's a deal breaker. It's nothing that I would really stop playing the game for. It's the same as the flying controls, and I think the flying controls are great. They take away some of your combat abilities, but still, like, it's for swimming controls, it's better than Superman 64. That's not saying much, but it's like it's not bad. It's not Kingdom Hearts 2. All right, so we got a target, and circle is rise, square is lower. See, pretty simple. And you just gotta target your enemy. So we gotta target Flounder, move down, and tag him. Playing some tag. There we go. And I love how Under the Sea is played in the background. Okay, and I think a raise. Yeah, he's up here. Now he's gonna be all the way to the bottom.
Good job. Now let's move on to self-defense.
Sebastian!
Yeah?
Yep, now we have Heartless invading. Just out of nowhere.
Class is over.
Class dismissed, you're on your own. But there was no lesson. Lesson 1, there is no lesson 2. So, a lot of your basic, like, ground combos have been gotten rid of. But overall, it's not too bad. I find it pretty, you know, it's not the most engaging of combat, but in general, I think it does what it needs to do. Okay, and then we gotta... Haha! And, so this clam is a save point. Okay. And now we have to head on back to the palace. Although, I'm going to do a little bit of level grinding. Mostly because I want to get a little bit of levels before I go back to Olympus Coliseum and do those, do the Pegasus Cup again. For the most part, the Heartless in this area aren't bad. But anyway, we gotta follow the Tridents to get to the palace. Which isn't hard because, I mean, pretty much every single one points to the same direction. There's a bunch of items you can get in clamshells. They're really not important. Some of them are... a lot of it is just like potions and stuff like that. I don't really feel the need to get all of those items, really. Yeah, like, that was an elixir, so that was helpful, but for the most part, like, not... a lot of this stuff isn't really needed. And for a while, these Heartless are gonna be the only ones that you face around here. They're pretty simple, they don't hit you hard. So they're good experience. Anyway, let's continue forward. Alright, I should be getting to the next level soon. Okay. And we got some more search ghosts. Search ghosts appear like everywhere once you reach a certain like area. Like they're in here, they're in Monstro, and they're in Halloweentown. You just can't get rid of them. Which is kind of funny. I mean, like, yeah, they're ghosts, but like they don't really fit in with a lot of the other type of enemies. And I'm on proud mode. So, the enemies are gonna hit me a bit hard. That's how it is. That's part of the reason why I wasn't able to defeat the Pegasus Cup. Mostly because, you know, hey, they hit me for great damage. Okay, we don't need to be over here, but there's a lot of enemies that give good experience. So we're gonna fight these guys on their own turf. And yeah, pretty much this part of the game is when enemies start getting to be the main focus, because worlds start getting a little bit longer. The story doesn't get longer, but there's more to do in each world. Especially like once you get to Halloweentown, what's the name of it? Neverland. That's when things start picking up and you get a lot more to do in each world. And I think the second half of the worlds, like once you go from Agrabah on, is when all the like major encounters start, because that's when the actual like Disney villains start appearing. And I like that more, mostly because hey, that's when, you know, that's when you get to fight like Disney villains from your childhood. We get Jafar and we get you know, Maleficent and all these other villains. In the first set of worlds, we really don't get the same caliber of villain, which is kind of a shame, because they're not. It's not like they're bad worlds except for Tarzan, but like for the most part, we have to fight Heartless instead of like a Disney villain. And I think for a Disney game to start out with, that's not the best thing. It gets better in the second half. Okay, I think I defeated all the enemies around here, so I'm gonna move on towards the palace.
Too close. As long as I have my trident, I will not tolerate those creatures inside.
Absolutely not. I won't dream of it.
Daddy?
Oh, Ariel, when will you listen? It's dangerous out there.
It's dangerous in here.
Strange creatures lurk outside. Behold, you swim before the ruler of the seas, His Majesty King Triton.
Wait a second. I'm King Neptune, and you know nothing of my work.
They don't look familiar.
We're from an ocean very far away.
Yup, we came to.
Damn it, Goofy. You're not supposed to tell him that.
Well, it's
There's no such thing, certainly not here.
But Daddy...
But Daddy, I love him. Wait.
Ariel, not another word. You are not to leave the palace. Is that clear?
But there are monsters inside the palace. This logic is baffling. Granted, he's a hothead in the original movie too. This is a problem mostly with the original movie, but yeah.
I'm just concerned for her safety.
The overbearing, overprotective dad.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Granted, I know that all too well from personal experience, but that's neither here nor there.
Need not concern you, Sebastian. Have you anything to report?
Just as you suspected, Your Majesty, they seem to be coming from Ursula's grotto.
I knew it. That sea witch is up to no good again. A sea exile from the palace has taught her nothing.
Fine, I didn't want to be at the palace anyway.
Yes, she poses serious danger.
And I told you
to keep Ariel away from such danger, did I not?
Your Majesty, please,
Like, I love The Little Mermaid, but sometimes some things in it are a little bit head-scratching, such as King Triton and him not seeing how evil Ursula is. Probably should have figured out that Ursula was evil from the very beginning, and banishing her from the palace isn't going to teach her anything because she's evil. Alright, well, we have to go to the grotto, but before we do anything further, there is a couple things that we have to do in order to progress that they don't tell you unless you have a strategy guide. We have to ride the dolphin. Now, granted, if you do talk to Flounder, they give you a hint that you have to ride a dolphin. But, like, they don't really tell you outright unless you actively search for it. Evil! As evil as Skeletor! He-Man! Can you imagine He-Man being in Kingdom Hearts? That would be hilarious. Alright, how much do I have left? I'm pretty close. Oh wait, I forgot to ride the dolphin. Oh well, I'll do this first. That's a lot of things. Collecting all of the things. Ariel, the original hoarder. She sounds a lot like Riku. She sounds a lot like Riku. Like, she wants to see other worlds and she wants to go out there. But she doesn't know. You know, one who knows nothing can understand nothing after all. And so, she's gonna help us find the keyhole because she wants to defy her father because she got daddy issues. Major daddy issues. Of course, Sebastian's creeping around. There's a few things that we can get here. First of all, there's a cottage. And there's a torn page from Winnie the Pooh. Okay. And Mega Potion. Alright, that's all the stuff inside the grotto. And we need to find the Crystal Trident for here. Also, if you talk to Flounder, he tells you that there's a big fish who can swim against the current. So that's the hint that you're supposed to ride the dolphin in order to get him to appear in the other area to ride the dolphin in that other area. But they don't outright tell you it's a dolphin, and I think that's kind of stupid. But yeah, we have to ride a dolphin. Dun dun dun. Evil!
Those impudent fools will never find the keyhole. But the girl could prove useful, and I've got the Heartless on my side. Triton, my old friend. Your day is coming.
Oh, what is with that close-up? Like, what? It just cut to a close-up, and she was laughing, and then when it cut out, she wasn't laughing, but the sound was still coming out. I think there's a bit of a problem in your models. Okay, so we have to get this dolphin right here, but he won't let us ride if there are Heartless nearby. So we have to take care of all the Heartless in the area and pray that he doesn't swim towards them. And these enemies are annoying to get because they hit hard and then they run away. Okay. Of course, they revive right when they are needed the most. Right when I needed you, you left the battle. So yeah, you ride this dolphin around in this area. There's only a minor hint as to what to do from Flounder. Granted, I have the super strategy guide, but you have to ride this guy here. And it doesn't do anything, right? You have to press circle, let go. And what this does, by riding on that dolphin there, he appears in another area. What the fuck? How was I supposed to know that? If I didn't have the guide when I was a kid, like, if I did not have a strategy guide, I would be completely lost. I would be extremely lost because, like, really, like, how was I supposed to know that? Okay, so now we gotta head back to the Undersea Valley. And now, because we rode the dolphin, he appears here. But we also have to take care of the Heartless in the area, otherwise he won't let us ride. Alright, where'd you go, dolphin? Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting dolphins. There you are. And of course, this always happens. You try to ride him, and then Heartless appear, so you can't ride him. I just want to ride my damn dolphin. Is it too much to ask to be able to ride a freaking dolphin, you know, with freaking laser beams on its freaking heads? I don't think that's too much to ask, you know? Alright, now I gotta find this guy again. This is the annoying part of Atlantis. Like, I think the world itself is fine, but Atlantica is annoying because of this dolphin sequence. I've never had a game like this where it just had an arbitrary segment where you aren't really told where you need to go. It's just, hey, there's a dolphin that can take you someplace, but why would we need to go to this place? Anyway, we get Blitz ability and we get Tech Boost. Let's see, do I want to put on Blitz? I think Tech Boost is more important at this stage. As I said before, Tech Boost just increases the amount of experience points you get from tech points. Don't have enough for anything there. Let's see. I can't give you anything yet. Equipment. Strongest Keyblade. Okay. Yeah, he has strongest equipment that he needs. Yeah, everyone's pretty much decked out, so... Alright. Let us continue forward. It's time to go dolphin hunting. Yeah, at least you only need to do this once. Well, technically twice, but it's not that bad the second time. So the dolphin brings you to this area that you couldn't get to before because of the current. He brings you into this room, and now you want to make sure to immediately swim away from the current, because I've had certain times where I just stayed there and got swept a bit away by the current anyway. But what this does is it brings you to the sunken ship. The sunken ship from the beginning of The Little Mermaid, and this sunken ship houses the crystal trident that we are looking for. Okay, I guess there's no enemies here. We can enter the ship in a couple different ways. But once we do, we gotta get ready because, yeah, there's a shark. But, he doesn't have a laser beam on his frickin' head, so, yeah. Okay. And, oh. Well, hello there. Hi. I love the sequence, because you could clearly see that in the cinematic, the shark is big enough to fit inside the ship. In the movie, he wasn't. Yeah. I don't understand that. Alright, so that's the Crystal Trident. And yes, the fan theory is that this belonged to Elsa and Anna's parents. And there's also, which I'm not sure if that makes sense, because then how would it mix with Tarzan, because Elsa and Anna's parents are supposed to be Tarzan's parents. It's all a weird jumble of fan theories. I don't know. I don't prescribe to most of them. Anyway, let's see. You gotta make sure everything's prepared, because we're gonna have a battle once we leave the ship. Alright, so now we gotta fight a shark. He's not very hard, but you just gotta make sure you don't fight him head on, because he will wreck your shit. So, you gotta make sure to dodge his attack, and then get out of the way and heal. I mean, you don't have to fight him, you could leave the area, but he does respawn, so it's best to just fight him. He's not too bad. He hits for hard damage on Proud, but a lot of the time he's spent just swimming around. And he does drop items, which help. He drops a high potion, a mega potion, and an ether. I'm just gonna use a mega ether now, and we're good. Okay, so we got that. We don't need to use this yet. Yes, we gotta go over here. To the Undersea Gorge. And this will bring us back to the Tranquil Grotto. If we strike this and ride the current, bam. Right back to the Tranquil Grotto. He only spawns in the sunken ship. Alright, so... yeah, I can do that. So, we're gonna place the Crystal Trident here. And, of course, it's going to recreate the Little Mermaid right here. Kira, we don't get until Neverland.
You've disobeyed me again. I told you not to leave the palace.
And I'm gonna destroy things because I'm King Trident and I have no chill. I'm King Trident and I have no chill.
Young man, you're not from another ocean. You're from another
How did you know?
world. Huh? Then you must be the key bearer.
How did you know?
You may fool Ariel, but you can't fool me. You don't know your dorsal fin from your tail. As the key bearer, you must already know one must not meddle in the affairs of other
Why
worlds.
not?
Of course I know that, but...
You have violated this principle. The key bearer shatters peace and brings ruin.
Oh, Sora's not like that.
I thank you for saving my daughter, but there is no room in my ocean for you or your key.
And of course we have the eels coming in to manipulate Ariel.
Child suffers such deep sorrow. What a pity. If only there was something we could do. Wait, maybe she can be of some help. Yes, maybe she can be of some help to you.
Who are you talking about?
Oh, she would surely help you. She'd make all your dreams come true. Ursula can help.
And Ursula just teleports there for no reason.
You're Ursula. Well, I was just wondering if...
It's all right. Helping others is what I live for. Let me guess. You wish to see other worlds. That shouldn't be too hard. After all, your new friends came from another world.
What?
But they had special help. That mysterious key. Now, cheer up, sweetie. You have something special, too.
Huh?
Now listen carefully.
Now, a couple things that I do want to talk about that are actually really interesting about this scene. First of all is Trident. He mentions that the Keyblade, the Keybearer only brings ruin. There are legends of the Keyblade that say that the bearer of the key brings destruction wherever he goes. And so, like, that's interesting because, you know, some people say that the Keyblade is the one who will bring balance, the savior. But other legends say that it brings about nothing but ruin. And they explore that a little bit more in Birth by Sleep. But Trident only, King Triton only mentions it very briefly. He doesn't delve into it too much. And I kind of want to know more about that. Like, it's explored a little bit in Unchained Key, which is now Union Cross, the mobile game. I don't know why they changed the name of that. That's stupid. Anyway, it was mentioned briefly in that, and it was mentioned in here. It's talked about in Birth by Sleep, which I haven't played much of. But I want to know if it's followed up on later, like if we get a dark Keyblade wielder. We really haven't gotten a dark Keyblade wielder before. As far as I know, I mean, I don't know too much about Birth by Sleep, but we haven't really had someone who can wield the Keyblade who turned evil, to my knowledge. So it would be interesting if they explained more about that, about why that is.
I think the keyhole they seek is somewhere in the palace. Now, my dear, if you can take...
And yes, that is supposed to be a Star Wars reference. Kingdom Hearts is basically Star Wars.
can help you get to these other worlds you long for.
Basically, my knowledge of Kingdom Hearts, I played Kingdom Hearts 1 to death. I played it quite a bunch. Like, I must have beaten this game 20, 25 times by now. Various different platforms, various different difficulty settings. I know it back and forth, even without the strategy guide. I know it. I played halfway through Chain of Memories, and Chain of Memories... I just had trouble beating because of the card battle system. It was just so different. So I got up to... I had just beaten Captain Hook in Chain of Memories, and I got to the Riku battle, and I could not beat that. So this will be my first time going through the stream. This will be my first time actually completing Chain of Memories when I get to that and doing Riku's stuff. I played 358 over 2 days when it came out. I played that. I love it. I think it's a fantastic story. I think it's a game that people really don't give enough credit. And I really loved the cutscenes that they put on this collection. But this is a game that really should be played because I think the panel system is great. As for 2, I played that one a year after it came out. I bought it when it came out. There were other games that I was playing at the time, and as much as I loved Kingdom Hearts, it had been so long that I wasn't in the mood to play it for some reason. It's the kind of thing where you want to play it, but you don't really want to pick it up and play it kind of thing. But I picked it up and played it a year after I got it, and I fell in love with it. I've beaten it at least twice. It's just... When you play Kingdom Hearts so many times, like Kingdom Hearts 1 I played so many times, you can't really beat the second game too much because you start to get burnt out of the series. That's where I kind of dropped off after 2 because I love 2 to death, but afterwards it went on to different platforms, and I owned Birth by Sleep on PSP, but I only played 5 minutes of it, and so that's all I know. I haven't played Birth by Sleep. I own Coded. I haven't played RE Coded. I own Dream Drop Distance on 2 different platforms. I haven't played any of them. So this is kind of my build-up to Kingdom Hearts 3, and I'm kind of excited for that because A lot of it is me experiencing this franchise with fresh eyes. I'm not going to, actually review Kingdom Hearts for quite a while. I have a list of games, and I have to get to your request, Twilight. But, Kingdom Hearts for me is a big thing, and I'm building up for 3, and then this is kind of a very good experience for me to reassess it and see a lot of the problems from the early days, because there's a lot of stuff that, as much as you love it, as much as you love Kingdom Hearts, sometimes you can forget the problems. Oh, and of course your stream cuts out, Twilight. To recap what I just said, played 1 to death, only halfway played Chain of Memories. I beat 358 over 2 days a lot of times, and 2 I beat at least twice. I love all those games, but that's all my knowledge is good for at the moment. Anyway, I gotta get back to this. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna pick up these frost gems as much as I can now, because we're gonna need them later, along with the thunder gems.
Heal.
I'm actually gonna play RE Coded. I'm not gonna watch it, because I intend to actually play these games and not just watch the cutscenes. So yeah, I do have possibly, if you count Coded and 0.2, that's 4 games.
At last, and I couldn't have done it without your help, my dear.
Ursula, no! I didn't want this!
Why not? Aren't you tired of following your dear daddy's orders? Oh, yes. We had a deal, didn't we? Time for a little journey to the
Half of Sora's story. Like, I only got up to Captain Hook and beat him, and then I got to the Riku fight, and I couldn't beat Riku that second time.
I'm afraid you're a little late, handsome.
I haven't played Riku's story on Chain of Memories, but I hear it's short.
Daddy!
The trident. We must get it back.
Come on, let's go!
I do know what happens in Chain of Memories,
I'm going with
mostly because of the cutscenes online, but when I was a kid, Chain of Memories didn't matter all that much to me. I understood 2 fine. I don't really know what people are saying about being so confused with 2. A lot of it is just explained later, so, yeah, I had no trouble understanding 2. Alright, so King Triton gives you a hint about how to defeat Ursula the first time. And that's basically to strike her cauldron with magic. But right now we're a little bit underpowered. We're getting kicked around by some of these enemies here. So I'm just going to go to another world and do some grinding, because the enemies here are a little bit more powerful than I am. I'm gonna warp to Olympus Coliseum. I think that extra level might actually be what we needed to defeat the Pegasus Cup. Alright, this shouldn't be too bad together. Yeah, because these normal enemies are pretty easy to beat. It's just the final boss that keeps getting me. Oh, well, that was easy. Come back here. Gotta love the AI of enemies that just, you know, walk around in circles. Yeah, Yuffie is the real problem. Leon isn't really that bad, but Yuffie is the problem in the entire thing. There we go. There we go. Okay. Doing good, doing good. Of course it hits me in the face. Okay. And got you. Alright. Yuffie's a case of stop hitting me with that, you know? And these black mushrooms are just, I hate black mushrooms.
Nothing to it.
The thing with Yuffie is that you can't lock on, because if you do, then you'll never hit her star back at her. But if you don't lock on, then it's hard to track her down.
Heal.
Okay, gotta take out one of these fat bandits. Once one of them goes down, they're a lot easier. 3 of them together is a little bit hard. Especially during the time trial. The time trial for this is just insane. 3 minutes to defeat all of these guys. Granted, if you're high level, yeah, you're fine. But, yeah.
That's the power of the Keyblade.
Alright, now here comes the annoying bit. Alright. Oh, come on. Ah, you're so annoying, Yuffie. Alright, Yuffie, you're going down this time. Ah, god damn it. Yeah, I don't currently have anything better. I'm just gonna have to maybe raise a few levels. The purpose of this is training anyway, because I don't want to die to Ursula. Ursula boss fight is pretty cheap sometimes. Once I hit level like 35, 36, I'll go back. Alright, that's one down. The good thing is that I have high jump. Without high jump, this would be a lot harder than it actually is. High jump is a necessity. The problem I have with Falcom games isn't the grinding, it's the difficulty. Like, seriously, the difficulty curve in that game? Oh my god. Dark Fact can suck my ass. Alright. Let's take care of this guy. Yes. Okay, that's one down. I hate these things so much. They give you a lot of good MP points, but God. There we go. Stop running away! Let me fight you.
Not bad, huh?
Dark Fact is just, it's one of those things I really need to prepare for. Like, he's cheap. I get why, you know, they designed him that way. But, the fact that I beat him, is a testament to the fact that I could have given up. I didn't give up. I just don't have it on camera, so... Arrgh. Going for this again. Alright, max HP should help. I'm just waiting for to get to East, like when they actually get to the battle system that I'm used to, because I love the actual like real battle system, you know, from Celceta. Granted, Celceta is not the standard for the series. Celceta is where it eventually ended up, so yeah. Yeah, now things are going much smoother.
Not bad, huh?
Yeah, I know it's not for a while. At the very least, I can say that I have finished the script for Danganronpa. That's taken me so long. I've had this writer's block for, like, ages. I think for maybe half a year, and I just haven't been able to script anything. It's just like, okay, I don't want to put out anything that I don't like, so that's why I did a lot of unscripted stuff. But Danganronpa has been started. I have that script. Danganronpa 2 can be scripted a lot faster since it's not as much explaining what Danganronpa is anymore. I just have to build off what I did before. So I should be able to get those done, and once those are out of the way, there's not too much in between East 1 and actually like getting footage for East 1 should not be that difficult, since it's a short game. But yeah, like I tried to script for Danganronpa for ages, and like when you know what you want to say, but just you can't get the words out. It's always the worst, because I know I have a lot to say about this thing, and I can get it underway. It's just haven't been able to get out the words, and then all this crap behind the scenes, and Toei's been dicks. So overall, we're just gonna move forward now, and East will happen. East will happen. And stop... stupid search ghost. Yeah, like, it was ambitious for its time, because you could only fit so much on the cartridge. Toei is not a dick when it's actually making One Piece, but even then it's being a dick because of the animation. Their actual animation kind of sucks. It sucked back in the early days, it sucks now. Like, it's just a whole bunch of suck. And so, yeah, that's what Toei is known for right now. Okay, that's those guys. Trails, I actually did start playing for Trails, and I was intrigued. I can't remember at the time, like, I played a little bit of it, and I did like it. I just hadn't gotten that far in it. I think I wanted to do East first because it was shorter. And myself being very scatterbrained in my early days doing some of this stuff. I still am a little bit scatterbrained sometimes, but I think now I actually have a handle on how to get things out in a reasonable time frame when I have all the pieces in place. So, yeah, now that I'm not being so scatterbrained, Trails in the Sky I'm looking forward to. All right. They just hit so hard. Let's see. Level 34. Like, I'm horribly underleveled right now. Synthesis would probably be helpful at this point. I think that's what I did, so if I don't get it this time, then I'm gonna head over to Traverse Town, do some synthesis, because I have a lot of items. Okay. There we go.
This should help.
Yeah, I need to start using arrow more. I tend to forget I have it. It's one of those spells that I use it more later on in the game because when you get the arrow upgrade, it's actually a lot more useful. Right now, dodging is a little bit more useful.
Nothing to it.
Alright, here comes the hard seed. I usually take the large bodies out first, because I can take them out with 3 hits if I'm really trying, and then take these guys out. There we go. Doing a lot better this round. All right.
Oh yeah. Wind. Is that supposed to hurt?
It's over.
Heal. Just about to be easy.
There we go. I just gotta corner her. Ah! They never give you any, never give you enough time to heal yourself in this. Alright, one more run. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna travel to Traverse Town and see if there's anything I can get to help. It could be that I just don't have I probably have not upgraded the weapons for the other characters. That might be it. I sometimes forget what I've done on the PS3 version and the PS4 version because I'm kind of playing them simultaneously, just so I can get a feel of what to do for the stream. But anyway, first things first. Let's see what you got. Yeah, they've underpowered weaponry. That's the entire problem right there. He should have the Gigas Fist shield. And granted, I'm gonna need all of these weapons for a trophy, but wow, that's silly. It's kind of bad, but it's like, it's not something I did on purpose. It's something that I should have known. Alright, so let's compare these. I want more MP, not more strength. So 8 MP. Yeah, MP is good for him. With more MP for him. Gigas Fist is the best. So now they'll actually do damage. Now to... Let's see. Do you have anything useful? Nope. I can synthesize better items. Alright, let's synthesize. So, we already made all of that stuff. The EXP earring you can't get at this point because you have to do a whole bunch of stuff to get to it. But I can make a guard earring. Can't make a Mega Ether because, of course, I used my Frost Shard. I can make an Angel Bangle. Can't make a Golem Chain yet. Alright, so... These are Blaze Shards. I can actually get them here. And same thing with Frost Shards. So why don't I do that? Ooh, the guard earring's actually really good. But probably not the best for him. Let's see, Inferno Band, Angel Bangle. Either one of these will lower my MP. Oh, that's Donald. What am I doing? So that'll lower Ifrit's Horn. So it'll lower my AP by 1, but this is actually much better. It gives me more defense. I think all of this is good for now. I'm gonna go out and get that Frost Shard and the Blaze Shard, because those I can get easily. I gotta go to the side. Okay, let's do this. Okay, where are the enemies? Oh, it's a Sniper Wild. Fuck that. Sniper Wilds are a pain in the ass. So the Frost Shard should be able to get over here. Still no Blazer Frost Shard, huh? Yeah, there's a lower spawn rate of them. Unfortunately. But there should be a lot more of those types of Heartless in the alleyway. Okay. Guess I'm just gonna have to grind this out. And it's slowly raising my stats at least, so that's that. Wow, I'm having no luck. The drop rate of these items are pretty low. Plus, let's see, does anyone have Lucky Strike? Yeah, I only have one Lucky Strike active, so that's why. Alright, one more run through. Hopefully this will yield better results. There we go, that's the Blaze Shard. I just need a Frost Shard. Okay, come on, Frost Shard, yeah. Alright, got exactly what I want. I can finish up this level. I think I think I can get to it in the Gizmo shop. Come to think of it, the whole synthesis items are kind of arbitrary. Like, how do you get a shard of thunder? How do you get a shard of fire? Like, what? Like, I understand that it's supposed to be like a portion of a crystal, but the terminology is kind of funny. No, I'm getting out of here. I don't want to deal with the Sniper Wild. I will get those stones later. For those of you who don't know out there, the Sniper Wild is one of the new Heartless for Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. It is one of the most annoying ones, along with the Pink Agaricus. Pink Agaricus, you have to strike a certain number of times to actually have it give you the item that you need. Same thing with Sniper Wild, but the thing is, the Sniper Wild, you have to catch them off guard, so you can only get the item if you defeat 6 of them without them finding out that you're nearby. It's so arbitrary. Okay. I think it's time to synthesize some stuff. Still need another blaze shard. Alright, I'm gonna go down here because the alleyway has more of those with the blaze shards. Yeah, I got a thunder shard, but I don't need any more of those. I got a ton of them. Nope, 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 nope. Alright, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I still don't have the shard. Okay. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. It's just gonna take some time. Gonna take some time. Crap. No, I don't want you, Sniper Wild. Go away. There is a method to fight the Sniper Wilds. I don't feel like going after them right now. I can get the stones at any time, and those are one of the hardest. Yeah, the experience points will come naturally now. Just wish the enemies would drop the things I want, but... Oh, hey, I got max AP up. Alright, I'm gonna put on Blitz. Blitz is great, great move. Just adds to your combo. I don't use Sonic Blade. Just shy. I'm gonna use Second Wind instead of Treasure Magnet for Donald. It's for Goofy. Tornado. There we go, okay. Strike rate is great. Although my favorite are Ars Arcanum and Ragnarok. Both of those are awesome. I don't use them a lot because they cost a lot of MP, but they're pretty damn awesome. Okay, still no sign of that Blaze Shard. Ah, there we go. Blaze Shard, good. Got it, we did it. We did it. Okay, first things first, let's synthesize this last bit, and then we unlock more synthesizing thing. You know, Twilight, the key to unlocking anything in video games is complaining on the internet. That's how you get anything done. You complain on the internet, and it'll happen. It's a proven method. Okay, now if I go out and then talk to them again, they should have more items. Yeah, but let's see. Yeah, I can't make any of these yet. Oh, speaking of items. Oh, that's what I didn't do. This might help. I mean, you can synthesize these and break the game, but yeah, like these do help. I have a whole bunch of defense ups. Okay. Okay, Thunder Gems we get from Atlantica, so I can make the Rune Armlet there. Experience Earring, that's all the stones. Moogle Badge, that's more stones. Need more Thunder Gems, that's in Atlantica. And this is Halloweentown. Fury Stones are actually in Wonderland. They're not too hard. Sorry, Twilight. I have Nightbot on, and it doesn't allow anything in all caps. Sorry. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna adjust my equipment. I'm gonna, and then I'm gonna get some Fury Stones, because I think that'll help. Golem Chain, that raises strength, but lowers AP. How much AP do I have right now? I can afford to lower my AP with that AP up, so... Put on Golem Chain. Ooh. I don't want to lower his MP, I really don't. Yeah, everything would be good for Donald, but I need him to have that MP. And he needs to have strength just as much as defense. Could I get away with lowering... If he has higher defense, I can get away with lowering Goofy's HP. So... Alright, I think that's good for now. I'm gonna rearrange them in the future, but it's a lot better than before, at least. Okay, can't do anything there. Alright, let's save, and we're gonna go to Wonderland. I know I'm kind of all over the place right now, but I'm just trying to prepare for Atlantica, and if I'm this under-leveled for the Pegasus Cup, that's a problem. Fury Stones are actually really easy to get. There's a string of fights in the bizarre room where you fight regular shadows 3 times as a group of a whole bunch of shadows with lucid shards. And after that 3rd wave, you'll get a wave of giant heartless, giant shadows. That's where you're going to attack them without being hit, and you'll get the Fury Stones. Yeah, you can let the shadows themselves hit you. It's the Gigas shadows that you can't let them hit you. Oh, I forgot this was there. Alright, now Giga Shadow. So we can't let them hit us. Sometimes the best thing to do is put on Arrow, and then just plow through them. And I got hit a whole bunch of times, meaning I don't get a shard. Not a shard stone, but we can run through it again. And that's a mithril shard that's going to be helpful later.
See ya. Fire.
No, I can't use fire on the fireplace.
Fire.
Anyway, let's, the easy way to respawn these guys is just go back to the Lotus Forest and then come back. If they don't spawn, just return to the Bazaar Room and do it again. Magic is probably going to help me more in this fight, but I've done it before regularly. It's just, there's a lot of these guys. There we go. Exactly what I want. There we go. Oh, wait, the solution start. Alright, I think I might have to approach this battle a little bit differently. Because it's possible to do it this way, it's just... there's too many of them. Let's see. Yes, I got a Fury Stone that time. So yeah, it really depends on how many times you get hit. But I got the stone. And now we can return to Traverse Town. No wonder I was having a hard time, though. I hadn't done a lot of this extra stuff that I really need to do. First things first, though, I'm gonna see if there's any new blueprints for me to collect. Gotta regularly check on Geppetto. Yep, he has some new ones. If you keep talking to him like 30 times, he gives you a rare blueprint. So, you just gotta keep coming back to him. Okay, so we're gonna synthesize the Master Earring, which is pretty easy. And then these, like I said, I need to go back to Atlantica. So, equipment, Sora, what does the Master Earring do? AP and defense. But that lowers my strength. Okay, Goofy. You know what? I'm gonna give you the Master Earring. Because you need it. Second chance. I'll give you cheer. Not that you're gonna need it. Okay. We are equipped. Now I'm gonna go try the Pegasus Cup again. Now that we've spent about an hour just goofing around. All right. I feel like this is the time. This time, I'll do good. It had a purpose, but it's still goofing around. Oh yeah, everyone is so much stronger now. Oh my god.
Heal! Oh yeah!
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Get some. Get some. yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the blitz is a necessary move right there. Okay. The dream weapon I took with a sword, and I sacrificed, I believe the shield? I can't recall.
That's the power of the Keyblade. This is it. This is it.
Yeah, I managed to do it without them going invincible this time. Yeah, I'm not gonna get Leaf Bracer for a while.
Heal. This is it.
Okay, I can do this. I can do this. I can fight.
This is it. Is that supposed to hurt?
It's over.
Just give up the easy. Is that supposed to hurt? Take that! Heal!
It's over.
Defense!
It's over.
There we go.
It's over.
Take that!
It's over. Get this.
Yeah, Leon is by far the easier of the two.
Get this. You don't stand a chance.
Defense!
You don't stand a chance against me. You don't stand a chance against me. Get this.
Heal!
Get this.
Okay. Okay, I did it. All of that was necessary. It really was, because I was so underpowered. And I won another trophy for that.
We're the champs!
I'm gonna save the solo and time trial for later. Let's get back to our regularly scheduled program. So, yeah, they're telling us to be a good hero. This is all for, like, unlocking the keyhole later. it's weird. Olympus Coliseum is the only one that's kind of structured in this way, where you don't get the keyhole automatically. It's like it's a completely optional world. It's weird, but I also kind of like that. Anyway, let's go take on Ursula. Alright, I'm gonna head to the Tranquil Grotto. I'm gonna grind, because I want to get some of those Thunder Gems, and the Frost Gems. They're only available here, and they're needed for synthesis. Okay, there's a Frost Gem now. Okay, 2 Frost Gems. The Frost Gems all drop from these, the regular Heartless, and the Thunder Gems drop from the ones that I'm fighting right now. I think I only need 3 of each, but just in case, let's get 4. Alright, come on, just 2 more of you Frost Gems. There we go, that's 1. Just 1 more. Okay, there's one Thunder Gem. Yeah, the screwdrivers really like to appear in this area. So, Thunder Gems are more prominent over here. Okay.
This should help.
Alright, come on. Thunder Gem. Nope. Alright. Oh, I already have 6 Frost Gems. Okay. 1 Thunder Gem. Alright, come on. More of those Thunder Gems, please. I need my gems. I gotta have my gems. There we go. Okay, these are not the guys I want. Gonna have to head back to the main area. Nope. See, I know they're here somewhere. There we go. Oh, and I level up. Okay. I didn't realize I was fighting that many Heartless. Oh, and I got another MP. Okay. That'll help. There we go. I'll just go for one more Thunder Gem.
Heal.
There we go. There's the gem. I'm going to save my game now, and we're going to then tackle Ursula. Probably going to be a pushover now, but that's how I roll. Oh, that had no orichalcum. I should have checked it earlier. All right, that's enough. Enough distractions. Enough leveling up. I'm ready to get to the big epic battle because Ursula, let me just say, is one of my favorite parts of Kingdom Hearts. The world itself, I could take or leave. Like, I think it's decent enough swimming controls. I think it does a good job with what it sets out to do. But both of the Ursula fights are great. Both of the Ursula fights are just simply what I look for in boss battles. And especially the second one. The second one when you're fighting the giant Ursula, it's just so epic. Like, the scale, I had never seen anything on this big a scale before. It really is impressive, and I'm not overselling it. It really is impressive for the time. For the PS2 to render something like this, like, forget God of War 2 with its Colossus fight. Forget God of War 3 with, fighting on that big whatever. Like, this was impressive for the time. Yeah, Giant Ursula was a hard time when I first tried it. I think a lot of the reason why it was hard was because I was approaching it with a certain mindset of I wouldn't like over level myself. I just wanted to go into the world and like beat it because I was a kid and that's how things worked for me. It took me a while, but I eventually did it. And I can do it again. Okay, so let's go to the sunken ship area. Now, we're gonna have to face the shark again. You shouldn't be as much trouble this time. Oh yeah, he's so much easier now. He will always give you the same 3 items, and he will always give you 100 XP. So this is a good thing. It's a good place to grind experience if you want to. But what we have to do is go over here and examine this. And Sebastian is being useful for the first time. Good job, Sebastian. Maybe one day you'll actually be worth playing with. Maybe one day you'll be in a good section of a video game. Now the cave splits into two. If you go to the right, there's a save spot. I highly recommend using this because otherwise you have to go all the way through that again, and that's a pain in the ass, so I don't want to do that. Okay, Mega Ether. Alright. This part of the fight isn't that hard, so I'm gonna go right into it. I'm gonna dive in. I just need MP, and I just need to have patience. For the most part, you're attacking her cauldron with magic, and it's not that bad a fight, really, when you take a look at it. It's just you need to have MP items in place. So why don't I do that now? Okay, exchange, Mega Ether. Okay, we're good. And enter one of the funniest cutscenes of the game.
Your time has come.
I've heard this dialogue so many times just by replaying this fight. That face. Like, really, she doesn't even have to say anything. But yeah, the key is you can't attack her directly. You just attack her cauldron, overload it with magic.
See ya. Fire. See ya. Fire. Fire. See ya.
And then you're gonna have to quickly run to her and attack. She does not have a lot of health, and she's pretty easy to hit when she's in this state. I mean, you should be able to get a good 4 combos on her. And then you're gonna want to dodge, because she does that. Personally, I ignore the eels during this fight unless you need MP. They're not that bad.
Fire. 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 Come on.
Alright, I think one more attack on the cauldron should do it.
Fire. This should help. Fire. 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 Fire.
Oh, and we did it. We won.
Ah, you'll pay for this.
How dare you do things that I don't like? And we get the mermaid kick ability, which allows us to actually get to the boss fight room, as it will. So we gotta put it on, equip it, and yeah, that wasn't too bad. This next bit, though, is the hard part. Alright, I am going to go and save my game because I don't want to have to do that again. And I'm going to switch out this also for a Mega Ether. And this I'll make a Mega Potion just because it's easier when Donald and Goofy are there to use their spells. Okay, we have everything we need. I'm gonna run past these enemies. So the only way to go right now is to go back to where we came in. And then we have to swim right away across to the other side. To the question mark room. The question mark room. Pathetic fools! I rule the seas now! I've seen this cutscene so many goddamn times because of how many times I've had to redo this fight. Bow to my power! But even after all this time, the scale, like they use this for the trailer for a reason, like the scale of this fight. Ready for this? So you always want to be running around swimming because she has the random thunder will hit you. You want to put on arrow. And then you want to try to avoid any of her attacks. And then get in a few quick hits. Get behind her if you can. If you have arrow, it'll block some of the thunder. But I find it best to do quick hits rather than big combos.
Not very tasty. You dare to touch me!
Ursula also has the biggest health meter in the game up to this point. And so you're gonna have to take her complete orange bar, then down to the yellow bar, and then green bar. So she has 3 health bars, which is pretty impressive up to this point, because Jafar wasn't even this deadly. Alright, so I have her a third of the way down. And I'm going to put on arrow again. She's not too big of a threat until you get to the next half. When you get her down to the last third is when she starts changing her attack pattern. Yeah, this is the part. She does that, and she does it like every so often. Yeah, when she says this won't be pretty, that's when she attacks. And she does a back-to-back a lot. What you really want to do is try to get behind her, especially when she does this attack. This won't be pretty. Yeah, sometimes she doesn't say it. I don't know why sometimes she doesn't say it, but it happens. You just have to be very quick. Go in, get a few quick hits, and then run the hell away. Okay, get in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Alright, I'm going in. Get behind her and... Oh crap, didn't want to do that. There we go. For a second there, the sound file was glitching and she didn't even say her thing. Okay, few good hits, few more good hits. There we go, strength up. When I did this on my PS3 copy recently, it took me definitely a few tries because I was not taking it as cautious as I am now. But this is how you really should approach the battle. And it turns out that the Crystal Trident has the power to reveal the keyhole, which is the same power of the regular Trident. And it turns out that it's in the grotto the entire time. It was there the entire time. We get the power of Thundara. We get Ansem Report 3. First of all, I'm gonna save. Okay. Now we're gonna seal the keyhole and move on to a less annoying world. Which is just, it's floating in the water. The keyhole is just floating there. I love it. It's so weird.
Tell me, Sora, your world?
it's destroyed.
Sorry for lying.
Thanks for opening that wound.
It's okay. Besides, if you can travel to other worlds, maybe I can too.
But
So many places I want to see. I know I'll get there someday.
maybe if you had, legs and
I'll
could
find a way,
breathe,
somehow.
because
I'm
otherwise you
sure of it.
can't.
Well, if you find it, do me a favor and leave me out of it.
Okay, so we get the crab claw keychain, which is actually really good. Let's see. It's same power, but it's an extra MP. So that's actually a big boost for us. Fill out items. Abilities. Alright, we are all set. I'm going to head over to the next area. I'm going to save my game again. I'm going to pause the stream for just a bit, just so I can get something to drink, stretch a little bit, and then we're going to do a little bit of Halloweentown. I think I am going to be able to stay awake enough for maybe another hour or so before I should go to bed. Yeah, about 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock my time, we'll end the stream. But before that, let's pause for just a few minutes while I have a little break. All right. Alright, guys, I am back. I just stretched a little bit, had got something more to drink. We are good. Let's move on to Halloweentown. And we got another trophy, Master of the Seas, because we hit a giant drag queen with a stick, with a metal keyblade. All right. Halloweentown is perhaps my favorite world in this game. It's different without being annoying. It does so many cool things with its design. Plus, it's based upon one of my favorite Disney films. Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas is amazing. It is seriously fantastic, and I cannot put into words what that film meant to me as a kid, and going through it in a video game, like, I mean, playing this for the first time, you didn't know when it was going to happen, but when you got to that world, and when you saw the outfits that Sora was wearing, it really felt, I'm trying to find the right word, because it felt like they finally understood. Because when I was a kid, I was a goth. I wear a lot of outlandish clothing. I still like goth clothing, but they're hard to wear. But yeah, like, the adults never really seemed to get it, never seemed to understand what we as kids loved about the macabre, the strange, the surreal, the things that go bump in the night. They always used to treat it as if something were wrong with us. But Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas, among other things like Marilyn Manson and, you know, Korn and all these other bands and stuff like that, they just seem to get us. You know, get the idea of the macabre being fun. And it spoke to me on so many levels. Nightmare Before Christmas is one of those films that I can watch it again and again and again, and it never gets old. And there we are. Like, the moment you first see that pumpkin, that giant pumpkin, you know you're in for a treat. And everything's intact. The music is ripped. The opening is ripped from the movie. And I mean, just look at those outfits. I love them so much. Like, this is the only other world. This and Atlantica are the only two worlds where you actually, like, switch designs for the characters. I wish they did them more, because I like what they did here. But look at Sora's design. He's a vampire, and he has a pumpkin mask on one side of his face. I love that. I love that Goofy is a Frankenstein monster and Donald is a mummy. Like, how cool is that? This is my favorite world in the game. not gameplay-wise, but just thematically. Hollow Bastion is my favorite gameplay-wise because there's so much to Hollow Bastion. But this, this is so much fun. Well, the Heartless aren't attacking us, even though their eyes are falling out. So, I'm going to ignore them.
And now, allow me to introduce the Master of Terror, the King of Nightmares, Jack Skellington! Bravo, Jack! Bravo! Those ghosts will be a big hit at this year's Halloween!
Thank you. Thank you. But their movement still needs work. It's not scary enough. I want to strike bone-chilling terror. I'm going to consult the doctor.
Then I'll go attend to the decorations.
You do have a point, Twilight. Maybe he was supposed to be the Invisible Man because he's missing his midriff. But I like the presentation here because it's exactly fitting with the movies. Some worlds try but don't quite get it right. But this world, presentation-wise, is great. Another thing I was noting on Twitter before when I played this on the PS3 version, the mayor is such a good satire because he's a politician that's two-faced, and he literally only has two expressions: anger and sadness. Everything is either very, very good or very, very bad, and he's always freaking out about it. That's how you know The Nightmare Before Christmas was a very deep movie.
I don't understand. Maybe the guidance system was damaged in the explosion.
Nonsense. My devices are always perfect.
Oh, I've got it! Why, of course. The Heartless need a heart. Doctor, do you think we can add a heart to that device?
Certainly. A heart's not all that complicated.
I mean, you know, what are you gonna do? Just a total eclipse of the heart, you know what I'm saying?
First, take a container with a lock.
We need the key to this thing first.
And so, yeah, you have to unlock the heart for them. And I think it's funny because on one level, they're actually making a heart and they're thinking about it. But a lot of this is puns. A lot of this is them speculating on what a heart is and missing the point.
My, that was amazing. And you are?
Sora.
Well done, Sora. I'd like you to be a part of this year's Halloween.
What's this Heartless doing here?
Oh, the Heartless came to town just recently. What's frustrating is I can't get them to dance with me. So, the doctor and I are trying to improve the guidance system. He's quite a genius. Okay, Doctor, let's continue. The ingredients for a heart. Pulse. Emotion.
Terror.
Fear. Hope and despair. Mix them all together, and we have a heart.
Maybe we're we're missing some ingredients. Let's try adding memory. Sally? Sally! Good for nothing girl. Don't know why I bothered creating her. Sally's got the memory we need. See if you can track her down.
No problem. Sora, would you like to come along?
Sure.
I like how Sora's just going along with all of this. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what they're doing with the search ghosts in general. But the thing I find interesting about this is the Heartless don't attack anyone in this town because they don't have hearts. They're monsters. They're creatures of darkness and despair. They revel in this stuff. They don't have hearts to consume. And I think that's really interesting. And it's only when Sora, Donald, and Goofy arrive that they start attacking. So that's actually really funny. Alright, so now we need to go find Sally. But first, Torn Page, right there. That's another one. Every single world in the second half of the game, from Aladdin, Atlantica, here, there's one in Neverland, and I believe there's one in Halabastian. But so that's so far, I believe that's 3 Torn Pages. Oh no, 4 Torn Pages. Yeah, one was the start. You get that in Traverse Town. But yeah, guys, happy Halloween. Happy Halloween.
We have a major crisis. The Heartless are completely out of control. We can't stop them.
Maybe our experiment triggered something. Everything will be fine, Mayor. You have nothing to worry about.
Yeah, happy Halloween, guys. I won't be streaming any major Halloween games this year, mostly because I'm busy doing other things, but I did want to at least stream this section right here because Halloweentown, perfect time for Halloween related stuff. And I like he doesn't even care about the people. He's like, the festival will be ruined. Okay. Now, we need to find Sally. Sally is in the graveyard. Shouldn't be that hard to find. Also, over here there's 2 chests. There's one underneath the stairs with Thundar G. And if you pull the spider 3 times, you get an elixir. So, that's worth it. And we have to go back here. To the graveyard. Yeah, the Guillotine Square is a very small hub area, and it can be hard to find some of the side portions of it. And now here, we start seeing new Heartless, because we get a lot of shadows here at first. But then we get more Search Ghosts, and some mummies, if I recall correctly. Yep, some mummies.
Zero, have you seen Sally anywhere?
Is something wrong, Jack?
No, everything's going great. We're going to have the best Halloween ever. All we need now is your memory.
Memory? You mean this?
It's a forget-me-not.
Jack, I have a bad feeling about this. Why don't you try something else? There's still time.
Nothing could beat what I've got planned. Once we give the Heartless a heart, they'll dance just as I envision it. Trust me, you're going to love it.
Okay, let me just say, you know, I love how they make you think they're gonna pluck out, like, Sally's, like, brain and get her memory like that, but it's a flower. I think that's hilarious. Japan and your puns. Oh, screw you guys. I hate these kids so much.
Did you hear that? Yeah, I sure did. A heart. What should we do?
Gosh, you really are stupid. Isn't it obvious? Tell Oogie Boogie.
Well, Lil, either Phil or Lil just told me to go find Oogie Boogie. So, yeah, that's a voice actor who plays Phil and Lil. That's why they sound so familiar. That voice actor does, well, I should say voice actress, voices so many different characters. Now just one more ingredient. We need surprise to complete the heart. The mayor should know where it is.
A heart. That bonehead Jack is really making a heart. I'll be jiggered. That works for me. Ooh, when I get my hands on that... Well, I've got no hands, but I'm still gonna nab that heart and control the heartless.
To answer your question, Twilight, the prevailing theory about them is that they're actually trick-or-treaters. That's what they're supposed to represent. Kids who take Halloween way too far. And so these are ordinary kids, but they have become monsters in their own right because they've gone too far in their mischievous ways, in their pranks. I also love that they got the actual voice of Oogie Boogie to be the villain. Like, they got... For this world, all the voice actors are... So, yeah, they did a great job with this world. Ah, stuck on a grave.
Heal.
So we jump in a grave and come out here. I guess that's one way of transportation. So, ghosts rise from these tombstones. Check the tombstones in the order the ghosts appear. Oh, that's the wrong one. And of course the pumpkin explodes. So we go, I can't turn the camera. We go here in the pumpkin. Oh, treasure hunter. Did I open a, is that for 100 treasure chests? Let's see. Okay. Let's see, Phil Pegasus, that was today. Open 100 treasure chests. That's new. Alright. Olympus Coliseum will be coming soon. Okay. Deep Jungle, Agrabah, Monstro, Atlantica. We're gonna get Halloweentown today. Alright, so now that we have the element of surprise, we're gonna be bringing that to the heart. This is actually, all things considered, a pretty short world, but it doesn't feel like it. It's big enough that it feels like there's a lot for you to do. And you can come back here and fight a whole bunch of people. But Oogie Boogie as a boss is one of the best bosses in the game, one of the best villains in the game. So, yeah, I have no qualms with this world. This is really well done.
There you go. This time it's sure to work.
Alright, well, now we have to go chase after them.
Ah, we lost them.
Zero! After them, quick!
Come on.
You know, I kind of want to get an actual, like, Nightmare Before Christmas video game. Like, I know there's, like, Oogie's Revenge, which I hear is just okay. But I would like a modern Nightmare Before Christmas video game. I think that would be really cool. The most iconic scene from the film. A walking bathtub. I love it. Okay. And now we are on the hill. I'm gonna just go walk around because I want some more lucid shards. Lucid gems, I should say. Lucid gems. And these guys drop them. All those nice tech points that I just got. There we go. Should have another lucid gem. And they just keep coming. Yeah, Twilight. I think you should go do your playthrough of all the games. Like, I don't know when Kingdom Hearts 3 is gonna happen, but I just wanted to play through them because there's so many I haven't gotten to yet. Jeez, these guys keep coming. They don't know when to quit. Alright, finally I can open these chests. So there's one underneath the bridge that has Flare G. Then there's one up here, which you can get. It's tricky. Part of it, I mean, it's easier with the glide ability, but you can get it. Hold on. Ah, platforming in this game. Okay. There we go. Defense up, which I'm going to use. Okay, and then there's this one over here, which is easier to get. And that's Meteor G. Alright, so there's not much left of the areas. Right now we are at Oogie Boogie's Manor, and it has several different floors.
I knew Oogie Boogie was behind
But,
this.
yeah, you have to scale it, and then we're gonna have to fight the final boss.
Heal.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fall for the bait. I'm not gonna fall down. I know how it works. You don't jump in this area. Plain and simple. Alright, so there's an ether there. And then once we take care of this, guys... there's an ether there as well.
Fire.
And so if you light that on fire, it'll raise. And you can ride it up to the next floor. If it'll let you. Now, I would advise on this narrow platform to just attack anything that's in front of you, but don't get too cocky. Don't try to attack things on the side over there, unless you use fire. Okay. These guys you can attack freely because you should have enough room to let loose. Okay. Now, you can't get some of this stuff yet. Any chests that you don't pick up from the manor, don't worry about, because they will appear later on, lying in the empty area.
Fire! Fire! See ya!
So, let's see here. That's gonna be later. I'm gonna come over here. Okay.
Fire! Fire! Come on! Fire!
Ooh, level up right before a boss fight. Nice. I also love how the spines move on the side of the house. That's a nice touch. Trinity on the manor? Yeah, I don't think there's one on the manor. There might be one underneath it.
Come on!
Now, this fight is easy, but the thing to pay attention to, you have to attack to get the most experience points, you have to attack them in a certain order. The order that I did gives you the most experience points.
I was just following orders.
And of course they all blame it on the other kid because they don't want to take the blame. Just like a normal kid would. They're naughty little kids. Alright, so I'm going to save my game. This boss fight is fun, but it's kind of easy. So, I mean, I just want to enjoy it. Okay, so we have our items, we have our equipment, we're all set. We're not gonna need them for the fight. It's more just it's not even as it's not as hard, not nearly as hard as Ursula, but it's just fun. I love Ogi's fight. Anyway, we gotta attack this. Now this lowers some things over here. Yeah, Donald is a glass cannon. Jeez. He's a lot like Megumi. Alright, so we want to get this treasure chest up here now. For Mega Ether, and then we can drop on down here.
Fire!
Okay, so you follow this lamp down to this door here. So there's an orichalcum there, but if you examine this right here, then you find Oogie's secret playhouse. It's like Pee-wee's Playhouse, just not as fun. And all you gotta do is go in the torture chamber door, and you start one of the best boss battles in the game. Not very hard, but still very, very fun. Give me back the heart.
You want it? Well then come on over and get it! Now, let's see if I can get their attention. Oh, hunters! This is it? Nobody disrespects me! Nobody!
Well, whatever you say, Oogie, I didn't see any disrespect going on. Just a faulty product, but okay. Alright, let's retry that. Alright, now. That's the one that I can't climb on. So you just gotta jump over the buzzsaw for this part. Oh, come on, stop being cheap. Alright, so I think I beat him. Once he actually comes down to it, he's not very hard to beat. Alright, only one more attack. Oh, god damn it. He can replenish health. Not that much, mind you. He's still dead, but that's stupid. Yeah. But he's not done just yet. He has one more phase. Of course it was a failure. The Heartless started attacking people. Come on. So now we get Holy Circlet and some Report 7. And we take all the time to leave the mansion, only for us to realize that he's still possessing it. We've gone full poltergeist. Alright, so there's a couple different ways to climb up him. Mostly you just want to go on some of the steps. It doesn't matter where you start. Some of these are kind of hidden. They're not too hidden. They're not that bad, but some are missable. Like you can miss this one right here. I've also missed, there's one right here that you can easily miss. Okay. And then we got this one right here. Alright, so for the most part, I would ignore the Heartless, focus on the orbs. Ah, 'cause that happens. Ah. Sometimes this can be annoying to scale. Okay. Pop the dark purple pimples. Ah, come on. Don't be a dick. Okay. And there we go. We learned Ripple Drive, which is a really good technique. And time to seal a keyhole. And that's another world down. And we got Gravira, which is very useful.
Sally, why didn't I...
Because you're an idiot.
Don't feel bad, Jack. We'll come up with another plan for Halloween. Next time, we'll do it together.
I guess we have no choice. Have to cancel the Heartless Halloween Festival for now. Bless your heart. Bless your heart, but you meant well. It didn't quite work. Okay, we got the Pumpkinhead Keyblade. And we can visit any time. And they wonder, what else do you need to have to make a heart? And that's a question that no one can answer. Okay, so equipment. Pumpkinhead. It has less MP, but it has greater strength and attack. And for now, this is your best bet. You will get a Keyblade that gives you more MP later on. For now, that's fine. Alright. Okay, my friends. This has been a very, very nice long session of Kingdom Hearts. We got 2 worlds sealed. We're going to do a whole bunch more next time. But for now, I need to go to bed. Thank you so much for watching. I will save this in the highlights for those who didn't, come at 2 a.m. I know it's pretty late, but yeah, I wanted to stream some more. I wanted to showcase more Kingdom Hearts. Twilight, thanks for coming out, and I will see you guys next time on Zen Streams, Kingdom Hearts Final Mix.
Hey, this is Megami33. Thank you for watching Zenith will Review. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more awesome videos. If you like what you see, check out the Patreon page at patreon.com/Zenith will Review.